how's it going? And welcome to a very special Magic Monday tonight. And that is welcome to the very first ever Magic Show. That is right. Tonight, I will be performing a whole variety of magic tricks rather than just card tricks, in the hope that I can blow your mind, and hopefully even fool you tonight. So, if I do fool you tonight, then please do show your support by dropping a like on the video and let me know in the comments down below what trick fooled you and what trick maybe didn't. But let's hope they all do. And before we get into tonight's video, according to YouTube statistics, only a small percentage of you guys watching these videos are subscribed. So if you find yourself watching tonight's video and you're not subscribed, then please do subscribe. It is completely free and it would be greatly appreciated. We're also very close to 15,000 subscribers, and it would be absolutely amazing to hit that this month. So, without further ado, let me grab my magic wand. Oops. Oh, I did not mean for that to happen. Let's quickly fix that up a little bit, and let's get on with the very first trick. So, to start us off tonight, as you can see, I have 1, 2, 3 cups, and 1, 2, 3 sponge balls. And I am going to be performing a very fun rendition of a cups and balls routine. So we have with us a red cup, a yellow cup, and a blue cup. And in this rendition of a cups and balls trick, I am going to attempt to make each of these 3 balls disappear. So without further ado, let's get on with the cups and balls trick. So to begin, I'm going to be taking the cup with the red cup ball, and we'll begin by making the red balls disappear with a little tap, and it is gone. Next, we'll move on to the yellow cups ball, and we'll try and make that one disappear. As well, 2 out of 2. Pretty amazing, all thanks to my magic wand. And we'll move on to the third and final cup of the night, and we'll take and make that ball also disappear, as you can see. Now you're probably wondering, where have these balls gone? Well, let's take a look under the cups, shall we? Under the cups. As you can see, under the red cup is the first ball. Under the yellow cup is the second ball. And the third and final ball has gone under the blue cup. And that is a pretty fun rendition of the cups and balls trick. So for this next trick, as you can see, I have a whole load of props on the magic table, and I'm going to quickly talk you through everything before we get into the magic. So first up, I have a plastic golden coin. This coin can be inspected by a spectator. It is completely solid. It is identical on both sides, not that that would matter. But the most important thing is this coin is impenetrable. It has no holes on it. And there is nothing unordinary about this coin. Next up, I have these red things here, which are two halves of a little red box like this, as you can see. It's a little container. And this again, nothing special about it apart from the fact that it's got some holes in the top and bottom, which we'll get into in a wee moment. And last but not least, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 yellow spikes. Again, just like the coin, nothing unordinary about these. They don't bend, they don't break, they don't have any holes in them, they don't shrink like my wand did earlier. And most importantly, they cannot pass through or poke a hole in this yellow coin. However, as you have probably guessed, tonight I am going to try and pass not 1, not 2, but all 8 of these spikes through this solid golden coin. So let's get right into it. So what I'm going to do is take the coin and place it in our red casing, like so. And to keep the mystery, I'm going to pop the lid on top, like so. Now there is no way for this coin to leave this red casing. It is firmly secure inside, and I'll show you again, it is still inside. And one at a time, I'm going to pass through each of these spikes, through one of the holes in the top, through the coin, and out the other end. Like so. Let's get started. As you can see, the first spike has gone through and passed at the other end. Not too impressive, but it gets more impressive when we pass through one of the spikes through the middle and out the other end, like so. And that's 2. Let's move on to the third spike, like so. Spike number 4. I mean, just look at that. How magical is that? We move on to spike number 5. We have spike number 6. Spike number 7. And last but not least, the 8th and final spike has passed through the coin. And just take a look at that there. As you can see, they all come out the bottom end. And look, as I remove each of the spikes, you will find that even with all of the spikes passing through the coin, inside. Completely intact to where it was at the start of the trick, with no holes in it whatsoever. Alrighty, trick number 3 tonight. And as you can see, this trick looks very interesting indeed, doesn't it? And it actually is quite a short trick, so I will perform it multiple times because I think it's super cool how this trick works, but I'm not going to tell you. A magician never reveals his secrets. But tonight, as you can see, I have a small blue container. I have a slightly larger blue container. And I also have a green 6-sided die with each side showing a different number. All 6 numbers on the die. And every time we roll it, you can see it will roll a different number. That time was 2. That time was 4. That time was 5. Not that that should matter. Because what I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to shake the die up in my hands, pop it inside the smaller container without looking, and set the lid on top, like so. Then I'll pop it inside the bigger container, and I will try and work out what number we put the die inside the container on. So in that case it would be 5. But I'm going to do this without looking. So let's take the die, give it a good shake in my hand without looking, and I will pop it inside the container. You can hear it's in there. And I'm not going to look, I'm going to put the container lid on top. And that way, neither you nor I know what number the die is on. Now, I'll pop it in the bigger container, just to reiterate the fact that we cannot touch the die. Now I'm going to use my magical powers to guess that I think the die is showing the number 4. I think it's number 4. Shall we take a look? Let's take the lid off the larger container, and let's take a look inside the smaller container. You can see that the die is showing the number 4. Now, you might think that was luck. I did have a 1 in 6 chance, but let's give this another go. I'll shake up the die, put it inside and pop the lid on top. Once again, stressing that neither you nor I know which number is inside this die. And it's sealed away, so I cannot touch it. But I still think... Oh, and one thing, we cannot see through the lid. It's not see-through, it's completely red. But I think the die is showing number 2. Should we take a look? Let's take a look inside. As you can see, the die is showing the number 2. That was the magical die and container trick. Let's move on to the next one. Now, a Magic Monday wouldn't be complete without at least one card trick, right? You thought there wasn't going to be any, but no. I want to show you a very special card trick that I learned recently. And I'm going to be using this very magical deck of cards. And I will also need my magical wand. Which, by the way, I forgot to mention, you squeeze your wrist, can actually float. How funny is that, right? Anyways, let's get on with this magical card trick. Now for this trick, the deck can be cut several times by the spectator. We can even give it a good old riffle shuffle too. Oops. Like so. And I would show the spectator that all the cards are different. They're all different, all different cards. However, I would like the spectator to select one of these cards by cutting the deck wherever they like. Let's say they cut the deck right there at this card, and I would let them take a look and see their card is the 8 of Diamonds. Now, I do need to do a bit of magic to this 8 of Diamonds quickly, so bear with me. And just like that, if I put the 8 of Diamonds back into the deck, give it a few cuts and shuffles. Oops. Just like that, the 8 of Diamonds has jumped to the bottom of the deck. Not only that, but every card in this deck is now an 8 of Diamonds. I don't know if you guys can see that very well, but look. Every card is an 8 of Diamonds. And that is what this magical deck and magical wand can do. So next up, I have an item that is very, very peculiar. And it is this little blue box. And in this blue box is different colored bricks. You can see we have an orange brick. I'll just take them all out for you actually. We have an orange brick. We have a pink brick. A green brick. A yellow brick. A red brick. And a blue brick. And each of these bricks have a hole in them. That way, when we load the bricks into the blue box, sorry, I was trying to do that nice and close to the microphone for you. But when we load them into the box, there is actually a hole in the end of the box. So this pin can pass through all the bricks like so. As you can see, right through the middle of them all. That way, if we hold on to each end and let the box open up like this, you can see none of the bricks will fall out because they're all suspended by this little pin, like so. However, I'm going to take out all the bricks and perform a little bit of magic to a couple of the bricks. You see, I would like you guys to select 2 of the bricks at random. And to pick them at random, I'm just gonna give them a bit of a mix up and then take out 2 random bricks. We've got the yellow brick and the orange brick. it's over here. And I'm going to do a little bit of magic to these bricks. And just like that, if I fill the box again by putting all the bricks back inside, we put the red one in. I'll put the orange one in next, why not? I'll put the blue one in next. Then I'll put the yellow brick in. Then I'll go green. Then I'll go pink. Just like that, and I'll secure the lid back on top. And I'll put the pin, like we did before, through all the bricks and out the other end, and you can actually see through the top all the colours inside there. Don't know if you guys can see that, but watch this time if I turn the box upside down. Do the bricks melt right the way through the stick? And that was indeed our selected yellow and orange bricks. Alrighty guys, for the second last trick in tonight's video, I have a ring tied on the end of this string like this. You can see there's absolutely no way the ring can come out of the string. And what I'm going to do is take each of these pink coins and pass them through the string and onto the string like so. And I'll take the second one and do the same. And as you can see, with each of these now being on the string, there is absolutely no way they can get off the other end because of the ring attached to the end. However, as you can see beside me, I have this little handkerchief, and what I'm going to do is place this over everything that we have just created. And I'm going to reach my hands in and I'll let you guys see the ends of the string here, not being tampered with at all. But these can actually be held by a spectator, but I'm just going to pop them there so you guys can see them. And I'm going to reach under the handkerchief. Even I can't see what is going on. But just like so, I'm going to attempt to remove each coin from over the string, like so. And let's see, that's good. That's good there, yep, thank you, that's one. Let's try and get this next one. Okay, that looks good too. And as you can see, if I take this off, I have successfully removed each of the coins off the end of the string with the ring still intact on the end, just like so. So to round off tonight's magic show, I have a real card trick, shall we say, like a proper card trick, rather than all the fun tricks that we've been doing so far. Not that this is fun, but this is more, let's say, advanced. And the trick I'm going to be showing you to round off the video is actually a trick that I performed on my Instagram story. I put this on my Instagram story and a lot of you guys seem to like it. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, be sure to follow me, dido_ASMR. But let's get straight on to the trick. Now, the way I'm going to perform this trick is I'm actually going to be telling you guys about my favourite way of shuffling playing cards, and that is by using the Riffle shuffle. It is by far my favourite shuffle. only does it look nice, but I love actually showing spectators what happens when you shuffle the deck. You can see it genuinely being shuffled together, and it's a very good shuffle. And to demonstrate why I like this shuffle, I'll have you guys select a card. Let's say you pick this card here. Now I don't want to see it, so I'll let you guys take a look at it. Please memorize it because I'm going to pop it back in the deck about there, and I'll lose it. So we have no idea where it is. Now don't get me wrong, there's plenty other good shuffles. We've got the overhand shuffle, which I've never been too great at, but it's okay. We've got the Hindu shuffle, which again isn't amazing, but it's okay. Here is why I like the Riffle shuffle. You see, the thing about the Riffle shuffle that makes it so great is not only does it look nice, as I said, but you can actually show your spectators what is happening when you do the shuffle. You see, when I do the shuffle, the cards sort of weave in between each other like this. So some cards on the left will be on top of some cards on the right. Some cards on the right will be on top of some cards on the left. But another thing I love about the Riffle shuffle is sometimes you get special cards that do neither, and they get a bit magically stuck in the shuffle. Was that your card? If it was, be sure to let me know in the comments. But that is going to wrap up this magic show tonight. I really hope you all have enjoyed. It's a bit different, I know, it was just a bit of a test. I wanted to change things up a bit in these Magic Mondays, so if you guys did enjoy it, be sure to show your support by leaving a like. Let me know if you want to see more of these in the future. And other than that, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all next week for another Magic Monday. Good night, guys. Thanks to the members, thanks to these members of the Dido ASMR